My name is Logan, and today I'm going to be presenting the Midway Station Hotel. What the Midway Station Hotel is a conceptual hotel project in the heart of downtown Midland, Texas. What we did is we teamed up with some architectural students and we came up with this concept. And we looked at that concept through what is called the Quadruple Net Value Analysis, which is what I'll get into in a moment. As an overview for this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to my architectural team, as well as where the project is, what exactly the project is, what a Quadruple Net Value Analysis is, the Q&V analysis that I did on our project, as well as a video at the very end showing a sensory experience of your typical guest of the Midway Station Hotel. My architectural team is made up of Anthony Perez and Andrea Ponto. They primarily did the design and programming as well as the structure for the Midway Station Hotel. They spearheaded what goes where and what type of materials we were going to use for the project. This project is located in the heart of Midland, Texas. It's on the corner of West Texas Avenue and North Colorado Street, adjacent to Centennial Park. So what exactly are we providing? We're providing a full-service luxury hotel, which includes a roughly 3,000 square foot 5-star steakhouse, roughly 10,500 square feet of conference, state-of-the-art meeting and conference space, 207 keys, a second-floor patio with water feature that overlooks Centennial Park, and access to green space and other public amenities within the downtown area. So what is a quadruple net value analysis? Or what is the quadruple net value? Typically, we look at just the economic value of an asset, but what the Q&V analysis does is it looks at the asset through 3 new lenses: social, cultural, environmental, and sensory. For social cultural, it's what does that asset do to the urban fabric of the area? How does it affect the people that live there? How does it affect the surrounding area? As far as environmental, how does that asset interact with the environmental aspects of that space? Whether it be stormwater management, whether it be green infrastructure, low-impact development. And then the final one, sensory, is how does that asset interact with its users? So for the first one, social cultural, we're going to cover a couple of the intrinsic characteristics of that lens. The safety and security that the asset provides, the public access and connectivity, what type of health benefits are correlated with it, as well as education, public engagement, public art, and history. So for the first one, what we wanted to do is provide a space that is safe. That's one of our paramount focuses. We provided a well-lit entrance as well as enhanced streetscape for pedestrians. We wanted the front of house to be pedestrian friendly in order to activate our space, have people going in and out. Where while you're in the restaurant, Centennial Park, and the public amenities on the outside are framed, while you're on the outside, everything, all the activities on the inside are framed. So you can see in and out very easily. As far as public accessibility, we're within a 5-minute walking distance from 6 different bus stops, as well as we have direct access to the soon-to-be-built Centennial Park and newly built Convention Center. Our hotel provides the state-of-the-art fitness center for those guests who are more fitness inclined, as well as access to a park with walking trails and exercising opportunities. Our 5-star steakhouse also offers a variety of food for any type of diet. As far as public engagement and public art and history is concerned, Midway Station is named after what the area originally started as. It was the Midway Station between Fort Worth, Texas and El Paso. And during our time in Midland, we started our tour at Doubletree. Well, I thought it was appropriate that anybody who wants to visit Midway Station can start at where this place began, Midway Station. And with a historical art exhibit commissioned by local artists within the lobby and a place to eat, I think it's a perfect jumping off point for anybody visiting Midland. As far as the economic lens in which we look at this asset, we're going to look at property values, revenues, the design value or cost, construction value, and the operations and management value. So for property values, we figured a total NOI between $700,000 and $1.9 million, and we found the cap rates within the area that are about 8 to 11.5%. So in a worst case scenario and best case scenario, our possible future taxable value can range from $6 million to $23.75 million. We looked up for revenues. We looked up occupancy rates for like properties in the area. I determined room supply, put that up against the occupancy rates of 65.5%, figured out the average daily rate for that area, which is $105, and then compared it to a luxury hotel such as the George Hotel rate, and found a total room revenue of $5.2 million to $6.4 million. As far as design value, we figured that we could do between 5 to 7% of our total cost, and we figured about $2.5 million for our design costs and professional fees. For construction value, our total reached $45.65 million, and that includes a 15% premium on any type of sustainable construction practices and getting LEED certified. As far as operations and management, we believe that we can create a total of 100 jobs, and our total costs for that in order to maintain the project will be $4.5 million. As far as the environmental aspects, or how our asset is going to interact with the environment of the city, the first thing is green space. Studies show that assets that are located within a certain proximity of green space, they have increased values everywhere, all over the country. And we're directly adjacent to Centennial Park. We're looking at getting LEED certified, and that's using more environmentally conscious construction, and such as passive solar systems, high efficiency windows, energy efficient materials and systems, as well as repurposed materials and possibly innovative technologies such as solar spheres. And for the final lens in which we look at our asset is sensory. And that's how people are going to see it, what the visual impact of that asset is, what they're going to smell whenever they come into the space, what type of tactile experience they're going to have, and what sounds they hear, as well as the food they taste. And like we all know, the fastest way to a man's or a woman's heart is through their belly. And that's what we'd like to provide. For this final part, this will be a sensory experience of what the Midway Station can provide for your typical guest.
Midway Station, a luxury hotel in the heart of downtown Midland, Texas. Located on the corner of North Colorado Street and West Texas Avenue, our site is adjacent to Centennial Park, providing access to nature as well as community activities. As you walk down the brick-paved sidewalk at the end of the day, you come to the facade of Midway Station. The building your eyes look upon stretches from east to west, the western portion 2 stories, while the eastern reaches into the sky 15. The large windows framed by black steel and rustic red brick offer a view of people inside enjoying meals, unloading luggage, and meandering around an art exhibit. As your hands press against the cool, smooth chrome of the revolving door entrance, the smell of wood-fire grilled steak and freshly baked potatoes fill your nostrils. You take in the smell, and then you take in the sight of the Midland Station. The lobby welcomes you with dark antique wood bamboo floors in a herringbone pattern, dark steel columns, alongside rustic brick walls with raked mortar joints, holding up an industrial-style ceiling of refurbished oil rig and train track steel, spanning the length of the room. These elements, elegantly sewn together through careful and deliberate design, accentuate the distinctly Texas character and flavor of the Midway Station Hotel. As your gaze falls, you find that the lobby doubles as an art exhibit. Local artists have been commissioned to tell the story of Midland through their work. From its conception in the summer of 1881, the discovery of oil in the Permian Basin in 1923, all the way to today, showcasing the people who make up this grand old city. After checking in, you make your way to the steakhouse. The sound of people enjoying their evening fills your ears. The smell of steak saturates your nose, and you sit down for a meal of a Texas-sized filet, medium rare, mashed potatoes with creamy gravy, and a house salad with crisp romaine, ranch, and extra bacon bits. You meet fellow travelers and talk about life. After a few drinks and a couple hours, you call it a night. Your suite on the 15th floor is the epitome of Texas luxury. The materials used in the lobby are mirrored in the design of your space, integrated with softer elements. A plush sofa, silk sheets, and a down comforter. The suite offers all the amenities you could ask for, and just before you go to bed, you glance out the window and soak in that beautiful Texas sky.
In conclusion, what we've learned today is that the value of an asset is more than just the numbers on a spreadsheet. It's how people experience that place, how that asset fits into the overall city or neighborhood or environment that it's in, and how it interacts with that environment and the people that live there.